One more time, let's hear it for Max Crosby on the alto solo. Max Crosby. I make him stand up, I make him sit down. We're going to feature one of our seniors right now on a tenor solo, tenor saxophone solo, just as soon as everybody's got their music clipped down so it doesn't blow away. J.D. Harvell one more time. Stand up, J.D. Stand up, J.D. Harvell on the tenor saxophone. Senior extraordinary. All right. Fantastic. Take a second while they're getting the music ready, keeping it from blowing away, to introduce the rhythm section to you. Over here on guitar, we have Eric Savachian on the guitar. We've got two keyboard players. You've heard from Narg Faradian. We've got Alex Palmieri as well. Narg and Alex. We've got Zachary Garland. You've heard him on bass, and you just heard Nikolai Figueroa on bass as well. Logan Patera on the drums, ladies and gentlemen. The BHS rhythm section. You'll meet the horn players later. we call that cage-free trombones. You know, like cage-free chicken. This is cage-free trombones. We featured a bunch of people in that number. We featured AJ Kroom on the trombone. Stand up, AJ. He's one of our seniors. AJ, that's right. Some of you might know AJ. He's a man about town. And Rodrigo Garcia on the trumpet. Standing up in the back already. There he is. And then, of course, the whole trombone section stand up, because our trombone section today is 3 of our 4 students, and they're all seniors, and we would be sorry to lose. And Emmanuel Penn on bass trombone, AJ Kroom on lead, Sophie Peterson on second. We're going to be sorry to see you guys go. All right, sit down. We're going to... Max Crosby on the lead alto sax solo there. Max Crosby. All right, we're going to do one more song for you. This is the Burbank High School Jazz Band. On baritone tenor, we've got J.D. Harvell. Alto saxophone, Max Crosby. We've got Alfredo Martinez on the tenor saxophone. Toby Peterson on the trombone. A.J. Kroom on the trombone. Emmanuel Penn on the trombone. Jay Salgado on the trumpet. Rodrigo Garcia on the trumpet. And we've got Matthew Norton on the trumpet. Give them a big round of applause, everybody. The Burbank High School Jazz Band, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. Thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful night tonight.
All right, let's hear it one more time for our instrumental music program, please. Good evening. I do want to welcome everyone to our Senior Awards and our scholarship presentation. If you don't know me, my name is Dr. Thomas Crowther, and I'm the proud principal here at Burbank High School. Thank you. We'd like to start by welcoming our guests, members of the Board of Education, President Steve Frittner, Vice President Shar Tabbitt, and members of the board, as well as Superintendent Dr. Matt Hill, and members of the BUSD Executive Cabinet, parents, and any others who may be viewing this evening virtually. Let's give them a round of applause. Would also like to thank our scholarship presenters for taking time out this evening to join us and present on behalf of our recipients. Let's give them a round of applause as well. And we appreciate our seniors at what is a very busy time of year making the time to come out. We are missing a few tonight, unfortunately, who are being honored as top dogs or scholarship recipients because it's that time of year. We're thrilled that we've got basketball in the playoffs, we've got softball and baseball taking on Burroughs, we've got track in their finals, and we've even got some of you who had previously purchased tickets for a senior event at Universal Studios. So you are missed tonight, but you're with us in spirit, and congratulations on all of your success. I was asked to open and welcome you guys, and my message this evening is meant to be brief. I will save most of my words for Friday evening, when I have the honor of addressing the entire class of 2021, together for the first time this school year, and also together one last time, in what is the strangest year and a strange experience. If you're here this evening, you are among our best, brightest, and most accomplished. You've worked hard for 4 years, and your brag sheet speaks to your success. We've missed seeing you in person and sharing in some of your time here on our campus this year. We've been so impressed at what you've been able to accomplish in the face of much adversity. If you're here this evening, you've already heard plenty of good advice and you've applied it. You've made a plan, and thus far you've executed it. All I can add is that sometimes the best laid plans of mice and men indeed go awry. The last 15 months have reminded us that, but as long as you have a plan, as long as you continue moving forward, life has a way of working out, not necessarily as one plans, but perhaps as it should. We were with you this morning at rehearsal at Memorial Field, and I had a thought. 25 years ago, some of you may know this, I was a senior at that other school in town, and I was playing in that outfield where you lined up this morning to march into your graduation as members of the Burbank High class of 2021. If you had told me then that I would someday be addressing you here tonight as Burbank High School's principal, I would have thought you were crazy. Then I coached for that other school for a long time. And believe it or not, one of my annual goals was to try to beat Burbank High. I had plans, but life had other plans for me, and today I feel like I'm exactly where I was meant to be, here, proud and honored to be your principal. So whether you're Ivy League bound, or whether COVID has helped you decide to start community college and stay a little closer to home, my advice to you is simply to continue to work hard, to continue with your plans, but to always, always remain open to new plans, for the pathway of one's life is rarely straight and narrow. Be willing to enjoy the twists, the turns, and the unexpected, and when you get to a fork in the road, pick one, have faith, move forward, and go for it. You'll be glad you did when you end up where you should be. Enjoy this evening, enjoy your graduation, and enjoy the next surprise on the other end. I look forward to seeing your graduation on Friday, and at this time I'd like to introduce our ASB President, Carmen Blanchard, who will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
One nation, under God, guys, the graduating class of 2021. It's wonderful to see all of your faces in person again. Well, top back. I would be remiss, however, if I didn't acknowledge a Bulldog who isn't here tonight, and that's Coach P. Roses, who I think all of you would agree that he would love to see us all walk the stage. Now, I don't know if you know me, but my name is Piper. We went to high school together. And on behalf of the class of 21, I think it's only proper that I thank our wonderful teachers for doing a great job getting us here today. I truly don't know how you did it. The custodians, no matter the mess, thanks for always being great. Dr. Crowther, thank you for not leaving us principal-less. And in general, Burbank High, thank you for giving us a home for the past 4 years. Straight into 4 years ago, when 600 BDI freshmen were let loose into a sea of 2,500 students with a student-teacher ratio of 24 to 1. Not great odds. We had no clue what we were in for, but let's be real, neither did the existing occupants. We didn't know that Dr. Crowther would swoop in during the middle of our high school career wearing his iconic polo shirt, or that John Cena would randomly show up and impersonate a guidance counselor. And we especially didn't know that the 5th period on March 13th, 2020 would be our last on campus. Cut to the end of our junior year. The year that'll go down in history was at its peak. With the Tiger King, Murder Hornets and all, still we came together to navigate a brand new format of education. Even mentioning breakout rooms sends most of you into uncomfortable flashbacks. Our time spent sitting in front of a computer screen was definitely tough, but you all made it great. Isn't that what Burbank High has always taught us? It's great to be a Bulldog. No, seriously, we've probably heard that phrase a million times since we've arrived here. The administration says it on every phone call. Broadcast journalism says it at the end of every morning announcement broadcast. It's almost impossible for the, while persistent, inspiring message not to stick. And fade out to today. Almost as fast as you've heard this speech, it seems we've reached the end of our time here as Bulldogs. At the present, this moment is one of the most significant in our lives. Getting to this point has taken a tremendous amount of work and dedication, and for that I applaud us all. However, the road to our diploma, no matter how windy or bumpy, has a fairly straightforward end goal. Generally speaking, the objective was clear. Work hard and get on. But moving forward into the 2020s and beyond, we don't know what is going to happen. So whether you have a set plan for the future or you're taking it one day at a time, know that the past 4 years at Burbank High have given you the tools to ensure greatness. Oh, and always remember, it's great to be a Bulldog. Thank you.
For your listening pleasure, we want to bring up some of the voices of NSYNC who are going to perform Be the Light. Jonathan Coleman. Luana Salim. Artin Ohanians. Brianna Montejas. And Bethany Montejas, and Matthew Bowers. So we'll need just 1 second to set up, and then they will, as I said, they will be performing Be the Light. One more time for the Voices of NSYNC. Thank you so much. At this time, we'll officially announce our salutatorian and our valedictorian for the class of 2021. They will receive a plaque this evening. They will be briefly introduced at our graduation on Friday, and then we look forward to their speeches as part of our graduation traditions. First, the class of 2021 salutatorian, Harut Chafoyan. And topping the class this year in a class of more than 600 graduates, the 2021 class valedictorian, Sean McGinn.
Good evening, I'm Jackie Day, Assistant Principal at Burbank High, and I'm up tonight to present the 2021 Ogborn Award. Gerald Jerry Ogborn was principal of Burbank High School from 1941 to 1955. He came to BHS as a teacher in 1922. He taught PE and coached 3 sports. He planned to teach only for a while until he could save enough money to pay his way through medical school, but he remained in education for the rest of his working life. He died in 1982. As a teacher, as an administrator, and most of all as a person, Jerry Ogborn is remembered by those who knew him as an able, conscientious, caring person who earned the enormous respect he received by the respect he unfailingly accorded to all. Burbank High teachers have selected Mahima Kodabati as the Ogborn Award winner. Not here. Well, she has a great plaque. Ms. Sosorski, her counselor, said, Mahima is quite simply put an inspiration to us all. Her hard work and determination in class, on the field, in a lab, or in a courtroom for mock trial is commendable and places her within the top 1% of our graduating class. She's a phenomenal young lady, and I have had the pleasure of getting to know her these last few months. Mr. Hamill, her math teacher, writes, I am Mahima's AP Statistics teacher and former cross-country and track coach. I met Mahima as a freshman on the team and got to see her again in my statistics class as a senior. Just as Jerry Ogborn unfailingly accorded respect to all, so does Mahima. On the team, she always encouraged others to do their best and was a team player. In class, she participated in the lessons, helped her peers, and asked higher-level questions that showed she truly wanted to understand the material she was learning. I know Mahima has been very active in various clubs and activities throughout high school and always gives of her time for others while also balancing her heavy academic course load. She is very ambitious and is one of the top of her class. She is very deserving of the Ogborn Award, and I wish her the best in all her future endeavors. Ms. Garzagar for the Weinstock Award.
Again, welcome to all our seniors. Before I begin the Weinstock Award, I just wanted to make sure our salutatorian, Harut, had a chance to take a photo. So if you want to just come up here real quick and have Yearbook take a photo with your plaque. Weinstock came to Burbank High School in 1921. For several years, she taught physical education After a while, she became an English teacher dedicated to instilling in her students a love of literature. Her warmth, charm, and sense of humor made her classes both enjoyable and memorable, even though the work was very challenging. Through her enthusiasm and skill, she left an indelible mark on all who passed through her classes. 2 years before her retirement in 1962, she was honored by UCLA students as one of the 5 outstanding high school teachers in California. It was an honor well deserved. It is in her memory that the faculty of Burbank High School selects a recipient as one who has given the most significant service to our school. This year we have 2 recipients, Lily Goldman and Daniel Samizian. Lily is someone who has served Burbank High in her time here both as a strong leader on campus and in the classroom, as well as a leader off campus. She strives to connect students and staff on campus through her involvement in numerous activities and programs, including the Jewish Club, Medical Association, National Honor Society, CSF, and the Burbank High School Dance Team, just to name a few. She also strives to unify people on a larger scale as well. She is part of a small group of students who runs a podcast and YouTube channel with short episodes discussing weekly news, with both facts and opinions on various topics. They demonstrate intelligent, respectful, and open-minded discussions, generating great community commentary and thinking points. This year, Lily was also the Director of Operations for the 2020 Burbank Virtual Student Debate. Furthermore, Lily is a strong leader who cares about the greater good of others, our campus, and our larger community. Congratulations to Lily, and this was submitted on behalf of one of her teachers. As submitted by one of Daniel's teachers, he writes, "It is my honor to present the Weinstock Award to Daniel Samizian. I had Daniel in economics class during the fall 2020 year. Daniel was the most responsible student. He showed a genuine interest in how to make Burbank a better place. His level of commitment has showcased through his diligent work ethic and inspiring actions. He has always provided the best examples of how to think about specific and unique situations we encounter throughout the semester. The dedication he brought to his assignments showed that he was willing to go above and beyond the expectations, which set a rigorous example for other students. It was a pleasure getting to know Daniel, and I wish him all the best in his future endeavors. I know he will be successful in any path he chooses." Congratulations to the board. I would now like to invite Burbank PTA to come up here and honor their scholarship recipients. I'd like to call up Burbank Council PTA scholarship recipient.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Wendy Harville, and I am the Burbank Council PTA President. I am here on behalf of the Council to award the Burbank Council PTA Scholarship. Burbank Council PTA is the governing body that supports all of the school sites, PTAs, and PTSAs in Burbank. We are part of the National Parent-Teacher Association, which is the largest volunteer advocacy association in America, working exclusively on behalf of all children for over 120 years. PTA believes every adult has a responsibility to ensure that all children develop to their full potential, and we recognize that a student's education doesn't end once they walk across that high school graduation stage. Through its state and local associations, PTA offers a variety of scholarships to graduating seniors. This year, we are pleased to award the Council PTA Scholarship to commend outstanding achievement, service, advocacy, and involvement both at school and in the community. Recipients of this scholarship must show that they have worked diligently and to the best of their academic abilities, displayed good citizenship, and been involved in school and community activities. And of course, they must be a member of their high school PTSA. This year, we expanded our scholarship program to support a student going to a four-year university and a student going to a community college. This year's scholarship winner, the Council PTA scholarship winner, is dual enrolled at Burbank High and BUSD's Independent Learning Academy. This young man has a love of history. He shared, Mr. Rice, in 8th grade, taught me that our founding fathers cared about the greater good. Our nation was built by leaders and citizens who put their country first before themselves. PTA has the same philosophy. They put the students first. And this student has done so much to help other kids. He has been the youth chair for the Arthritis Foundation's Jingle Bell Run, which, among other things, pays for kids to go to the Painted Turtle, a camp for kids with chronic illnesses where they can just be kids. For his Eagle project, he facilitated the making of 100 blankets to be given to kids when they arrived at the Painted Turtle camp and to be taken home with them as a souvenir. He empathizes with these children because he also has a chronic illness, but in spite of that, he has succeeded in high school and given so much back to his community. I am very proud to present the Burbank Council PTA Scholarship to Nathan French. To award the Eleanor Childers Vocational Scholarship. This scholarship is awarded to one or more deserving Burbank Unified School District graduates who are planning to continue his or her education in a trade or a vocational school. This year, the Burbank Council PTA is pleased to award the Childers Scholarship to a Burbank High School student who exemplifies determination, hard work, and the ability to overcome adversity. This student was born with polycythemia and has had multiple physical challenges and learning challenges on this educational journey. Yet he persevered and succeeded. He has given many hours to PTA service through helping at carnivals and book fairs. His goal is to become a firefighter. Burbank Council PTA is honored to support this student's journey, and we wish him luck in his future studies. I am pleased to award the Childers Vocational Scholarship to Robert Duncan.
Good evening. I'm the Scholarship Chair for Burbank Council PTA. I'm here to present the First District PTA Commemorative Scholarship. Most people are familiar with their school's PTSA, but did you know, can you hear me now? Most people are familiar with their school's PTSA, but did you know there is a Burbank Council PTA that oversees all of the school units? And there are districts within California that support all of those councils. And each state has a PTA that supports all of those districts. Burbank is part of First District, and First District PTA provides support, leadership, and communication services to 270 plus school PTAs and 21 local councils, which collectively represent a membership of greater than 85,000 parents, teachers, students, and community leaders, serving children from Burbank to Pomona. This year, First District awarded commemorative scholarships to 8th grade graduating seniors, and one of them is from Burbank. We would like to congratulate Nathan French for being awarded the 2021 First District PTA Commemorative Scholarship.
Next to present is Ms. Ballos for the Burbank High School PTSA.
Good evening. As you know, I'm Christina Ballos, and I am the Burbank High School PTSA president. I am honored to attend tonight's award ceremony representing BHS PTSA, along with several of my board members. This year, Burbank High PTSA is proud to be able to award scholarships to 5 well-deserving seniors. Our first scholarship is going to go to a student who is conscientious, determined, and responsible. She stands out for her ability to conquer difficulties, inspire others, and for her willingness to help those in need. Dance has been a passion in the life of the students, and she is accomplished in ballet, hip-hop, and contemporary styles of dance. She plans to study psychology in college. BHS PTSA is honored to support the student's journey and wish her luck in her future endeavors. I am pleased to award a BHS PTSA scholarship to Emma Ayuso.
Hello, I'm Shannon Brandon, and I am the Senior Activities Chair for this wonderful class of 2021. And this award is going out to a student who's been proven both a leader inside and outside the classroom. She's been involved in ASB, cheer, an executive board member of many clubs, and a student member of BUSD's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. This student leads by example, showing kindness and respect to all. Her drive and passion for life will serve her well as she pursues a career in psychology. BHS PTSA is honored to support this student's journey and wishes her luck in her future endeavors. I am pleased to award this BHS PTSA scholarship to Carmen Blanchard.
This next PTA scholarship recipient is a student who shines in all she does. Not only is she diligent in her academics, she is a natural leader. This student has been involved in Key Club, National Honor Society, mock trial, orchestra, and soccer. A love of math and science, in addition to a love for helping people, have led this student to want to pursue a career in health and human biology and political science. BHS PTSA is honored to support the student's journey and wish her luck in her future endeavors. I'm pleased to award a Burbank High School PTSA scholarship to Mahima Kodavati. I understand that Mahima is not here, but we still congratulations to her. Thank you so much.
Good evening. My name is Lori Hubert, and I am the Burbank High School PTSA Membership Vice President. The next recipient has proven to be an exceptional student with a willingness to learn. She has been a member of the Burbank High School PTSA, Key Club, mock trial, the cheerleading squad, and yearbook staff, to name a few. This student has volunteered for the nonprofit organizations Hands for Hope, helping underprivileged children and their families through academic enrichment programs. She plans to study business administration and political science in college. Burbank High School PTSA is honored to support this student's journey and wish her luck in her future endeavors. I am pleased to award a Burbank High School PTSA scholarship to Haley O'Leary.
PTSA added a community college scholarship. For the first time, we will be awarding a scholarship to a student specifically attending community college in the fall. The student receiving this scholarship has proven to be resilient with an incredibly strong work ethic. This student is a well-rounded individual involved in school activities, giving time to PTA events and his community. I know that this student's work ethic and volunteering spirit will serve him well as he pursues a career in firefighting. Burbank High School PTSA is honored to support this student's journey and wish him luck in his future endeavors. I am pleased to award the BHS PTSA Community College Scholarship to Robert Junkel.
Just a quick request to one of our viewers who are watching the stream this evening. If you are coming up to present to one of our students, they asked if you could literally eat the mic. They're having a little bit of trouble picking some of you up. So thank you. We're glad to hear people are watching. And thank you, Trey, former alum and good guy all around, and Jose Vasquez, and Miss Wynn with BHS-TV for streaming this evening. Thank you.
Next up from the Burbank Noon Rotary is Miss Carol Collins.
Everybody's taller than me. Good evening to all of the students, the parents, and the outstanding faculty of Burbank High, and Dr. Thomas Crowther and Jacqueline Day and Nirine Vazagar, and all the people that went to a lot of trouble this evening to make this presentation possible for all of you. My name is Carol Collins, and I'm happy to say that I am a former Bulldog. I am my family is the 4th generation to attend Burbank High, and is still standing in spite of all of us. I went on and became a teacher at Glendale High just because they offered me the job the day before Burbank. Otherwise, I would have been here. So it's an honor to be here. And this scholarship tonight, I have 2 that I'm presenting for the Rotary. And the first one is being presented to an outstanding young lady called Alyssa Tong. She will be attending UCLA in the fall. And the scholarship is after a man called James Woodburn, and it is the James Woodburn Engineering Scholarship. She has been very active in the Engineering Academy with a computer science major. She intends to continue on to graduate school after UCLA and try and study, or will study, neuroscience. She has a 4.8 GPA. I don't think she studies at all, and has been involved in a variety of activities. She is an individual that's interested in a myriad of things. She studied nutrients and exercise. She did a lot of hands-on techniques. She did CAD for several cities. She's been an intern. She does things like drawing diagrams and conduit schedules and filled out specs for boards. And I read this and thought, I'm lucky I can work the computer. Due to COVID, she did online learning like most of you, and I congratulate you. It has been a challenging year, and you are to be commended for what you've been through. Her plans for the summer include taking more college classes and spending some quality time with her family. And let us not forget that she's able to speak a multitude of languages, which I know many of you do, and again, I commend you for that. The Rotary Committee, the noon Rotary that I'm involved in, and there's also the morning one that you'll hear from later, we make up a committee of 3 people. One of them is Cynthia Wagner, who does a lot of the college advisory. Some of you have had the honor of working with her here. And Paul Herman, who's also in Burbank. He is a commercial realtor. And I am the third member of the committee. They needed a teacher, I guess, or they thought, let's get somebody that's 75, because I'm probably the oldest of all of them. Anyway, it's been a joy for me. I was on the committee last year, and just listening to all of you and what you are able to do, and how you kept your sense of humor and kept yourself involved. I really am so proud of all of you. So it is my privilege to present this engineering scholarship to Alyssa tonight, and please join me in congratulating her. Once again, good evening, because I have the second scholarship. Last year in Rotary, we lost an incredible member, and his name was Peter McGrath. And I always enjoyed him. He was in his middle 90s. He was spry. He still drove his Honda that he was very proud of. He was involved in the city of Burbank in more than 25 organizations, and constantly was not only involved, but he held offices. He was a person who believed in giving of his time and talents because he wanted to leave the world a better place and improve humanity in any way that he could. He was an outgoing person. He was very loving and unselfish, and it only took about 5 minutes when you met him because his smile lit up the room, and you knew that he might have been old, but he was worth getting to know. This is the first year that we, thanks to his family, have had the joy of offering this scholarship. And the Rotary Committee, in its quest looking for a deserving student, we found and selected Daniel Valente. We were impressed with Daniel's great attitude and confidence. He's an individual who likes to be involved in a variety of activities. Music is one of his passions. He plays different instruments and is a percussion talent in the marching band. Daniel's involved with the Boys and Girls Club in Burbank, and he's worked in different the college lab programs. He got prepared with the SAT prep and the college-bound program. He managed a lot of activities and made sure that the marching band was always where they were supposed to be, and he loves organization. Maybe I could adopt him. And he's a volunteer at St. Finbar's Church. He will be attending Cal State University at Northridge in the fall, and his plans are to be involved at this point in business and marketing. Daniel will be, and this always makes me choked up, the first college graduate in his family, and I think he deserves a hand for that. Just to give you a quick idea of how things have changed, I was born at St. Joe's Hospital, and when I graduated in 1963 from Burbank High, we had 5 Hispanics and 2 Armenians. We had no other nationalities. And the wonderful thing that you have all experienced, that I experienced while teaching at Glendale High, is we are all part of the world, and as I used to say, we're part of the United Nations. And I think that is exciting because you learn so much from one another. I'm honored to present this scholarship on behalf of the Rotary Committee to Daniel Valente, and I want to leave you with this thought. This was what my principal at Glendale High used to tell us. Good, better, best, never let it rest until the good is better and the better best. And I thank you, and Daniel, please come up if you're here.
Next is the Burbank Sunrise Rotary.
Hello, my name is Lee Stacy. I'm with the Burbank Sunrise Rotary, that morning club. And this is Bernadette King. She is also with the Rotary. Several years ago, we merged with the Sun Valley Rotary Club. They were struggling, and so we went together to create a bigger and stronger club. And in that merger, we brought along a member named Jack Forsch. Jack Forsch owned and operated and was the founder of Roscoe Hardware in Sun Valley. You probably don't know about Roscoe Hardware, but I bet your parents do, and your grandparents definitely do. He was a mainstay in the community, did a lot of community service, and gave a lot back to Rotary so that we could give scholarships. He also had 40 plus years of perfect attendance to Rotary meetings, which is, for me, amazing. From the applications that we received from the great students here at Burbank High, we were able to narrow it down to 4 scholarships that we're going to give away tonight. The 4 people that we're giving the scholarships to have amazing backgrounds, have amazing studies, have amazing futures ahead of them, and unbelievable volunteer hours and committees and events that they are attending and doing, and they just rose above all the rest as just outstanding students. So without further ado, I'm going to have you all come up here, and we will give you your awards and take some pictures. And I hope you're all here. If some of you aren't, we'll get the award to you. So, the first award goes to Hannah Camacho. And then we have Liana Marzakani. Nathan French. And Alyssa Tom. And we're going to also give these students a lawn sign so that their parents can be proud of them when people drive by to see that they received a scholarship. So thank you all for your great work. Thank you for being students of outstanding capabilities and calibers, and we congratulate you all.
On behalf of the Burbank University Women's Scholarship, they were not able to be present today, so I will present on their behalf. They first wanted to note that all applicants from Burbank High School were exceptional, very impressive group of young women. Burbank University women chose these recipients for accomplishing above and beyond their goals they set when it comes to academics, community service, school involvement, leadership, and being able to articulate what they have achieved in the last 4 years and how those achievements prepared them for their college and their future aspirations. Those two are Mahima Kodavati and Alyssa Tong. Emma Gallagher is the recipient of the Delaware State University Scholarship. Emma, are you here? Next, to present the Dellinger Scholarship are Judith Dellinger and Stacy Snape.
Hi, I'm Stacy Schneid, and this is Judith Dellinger. We're here to make an award for the Dellinger Scholarship, and this is a scholarship that is very, very dear to me and my family and a lot of other families in Burbank. The scholarship honors Judith and Ernest Dellinger. They are beloved members of the Burbank community who have generously supported Burbank students, art programs, community activities, and they did this during their careers and continue to do it after their retirement. The inspiration for this scholarship was the result of acts of love and compassion modeled by the Dellingers over the years. Before retiring in 2005, Mrs. Dellinger was a student at Emerson Elementary School and my daughter was her student. Mrs. Dellinger was a teacher at Emerson Elementary School and in the Burbank Unified School District for 36 years. She was known for always incorporating music, creativity, and kindness into her unique classroom environment. And in 2015, 10 years after her retirement, as the students from her last class began to graduate from high school, Mrs. Dellinger announced that she and Mr. Dellinger had set aside funds to help each student from that class attend college. I get kind of choked up because it really was an unexpected and such a generous gift, and it led the students and their families to the idea of establishing a scholarship in their honor to assist hardworking Burbank Unified School District graduates who value education, demonstrate a high level of academic achievement, engage in community service, and emulate the Dellingers' generous spirit. Since its inception in 2017, the Dellinger Scholarship has been awarded to 8 community-minded Burbank Unified students. This year's awardees are Alyssa Tong and Liana Mirzakani. Alyssa's hard work, generosity, and creativity shone through her application. The committee was especially impressed with her efforts to create opportunities for girls and women in the STEM fields, her musical accomplishments, and her over 1,000 hours of volunteer service that positively impacted people in Burbank and beyond. Liana also stood out with her strong commitment to community service and academic achievements, as well as her work experience in Burbank. She strives to always be prepared and has already demonstrated the ways she has dedicated herself to making the world a better place. Our committee is grateful for all of the excellent applications from Burbank High for this year's Dellinger Scholarship. And to all of the applicants, you are outstanding representatives of your school and our community, and we wish you the best in the next chapter of your life.
Our next scholarship is the Doris Adams Memorial Scholarship, and here is Michael Adams. They have asked that I speak on for their behalf, but they will be presenting to their recipient. The Doris Adams Memorial Scholarship Fund recognizes a senior who has developed and honed visual artistic skills at Burbank High School, participated in artistic opportunities through Burbank Unified Programs, and is committed to pursuing a college and career path in the visual arts. Juliana Sequifin creates a high level and is a very creative way while also giving back to our school community. New to the United States in her sophomore year, she worked hard to take advantage of the programs and opportunities at Burbank High School. In her first year as part of the DHH community, she learned both English and American Sign Language and was quickly recognized as being able to communicate through the language of art as well. She joined Animation 1 and Sculpture 1 in her junior year and excelled not only in class projects but also volunteered to work on community designs. She developed a large-scale image that represents the activities of populations of Burbank High and collaborated on community piano designs and mural concepts. As a Sculpture 2 student in her senior year, she pushed her dimensional work and continued sharing her skills. Her capstone project this year is a large canvas multimedia work that represents the experiences and historical points of this past pandemic-affected year. The resulting artwork will be hung in the Arts Building lobby as the first of a series that will represent the Burbank High creativity. Juliana will be attending Cal State University Northridge in the fall. Her focus on advancing artistic skills and contributing to our community has made a positive and inspiring impact on the Burbank High School community. Congratulations, Juliana.
We established this scholarship a few years ago when our mother passed. She was a very accomplished artist throughout her life, including the several years, probably 8 or 10, that she taught as an art teacher here at Burbank High School back in the 60s and 70s. But her artistry didn't stop there. She was accomplished in everything she touched, from clay to the sculpture to oil painting. She finally focused on watercolors and brought it here to the classroom, pursued it all her life. Then this idea of the scholarship arose when one of the Burbank High School art teachers came at our invitation to our home after our mother passed in order for us to donate the materials from her art studio to the school. And in the synergy of that conversation was born this idea of an annual scholarship. We participated in picking Juliana this year. We were particularly impressed by not only the skills and the artistry that she has shown, reminiscent for us of our mother, but also the community contributions that you heard detailed that we found very touching, especially with the challenges that she's had to overcome, the cross-cultural challenge of moving to this country, coming to a different language, learning all of that, still thriving and being a copious contributor in this community. And then, of course, the challenge of being caring and impaired, as you can see in front of you. That really speaks reams to the kind of joy to be, the joy of living that she displays, and that I'm sure she's going to display all the rest of her life and contribute many things to this community and this work. And with that, I have a scholarship award for you, Juliana. And I must say, I meant to have in my breast pocket our actual check, but in a fit of being very organized, when I left up at my home in Milpitas, California, I made a copy of the check and left the original on the copy machine. So here, Juliana, is a copy of the check. Please make arrangements.
Next up is Ms. Shiraga to present the Officer David Nelson Memorial Scholarship.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Gabby Shiraga, and I'm one of the counselors here at Burbank High School. proud to present Larry Nelson, who will be presenting this award. So thank you so.
That just makes everything exciting, right? That's what happens when you grow up, go through life. Things change, things happen. You flow with the punches, and you hope everything comes out correct. So let me start. I'm Larry Nelson. My son was David Joseph Nelson. He graduated from Burbank High here in 2007. Tonight, I'm here to present his scholarship, the Officer David Nelson Memorial Scholarship. We also want to take a moment and thank Burbank High's principal, Mr. Tom Crowther. He's very helpful in making sure this happens today. The staff and the Burbank Arts and Education Foundation for making this perpetual scholarship a reality. For you younger folks, this scholarship is in perpetuity. That means this scholarship will go on for as long as there are students at Burbank High, and there's a foundation to present the scholarship. It's there, it will never go away. So your children, your grandchildren come to Burbank High, and they can apply for this scholarship. In making this scholarship and talking about David, I'm going to talk a lot about David in my speech, because it's hard to find a person that matches what he was and what he meant to this school in his 4 years here at Burbank High. And it's hard. We have lots of people apply. Every year they apply. It's hard to narrow down those finalists and give it to someone who portrays what he stood for and what he strove for his entire life, as short as it was. For those of you who aren't in aquatics and haven't been on the pool deck, I'll get to that in a second. David was killed in the line of duty as a police officer on June 26, 2015. He'll be 6 years next year. He was 26 years old. In his short time on the police force, he was assigned as the city's terrorist liaison officer. He dealt with the FBI, the federal government, on people trying to do bad things to primarily city infrastructure, like destroy your power plants so you don't have any power to your house, or blow up your water tanks or something. He was also an instructor. David was very, very athletic and built like a tank. He taught defensive tactics, and he also taught how to use the cadets at the academy, how to use the baton. So they don't get hurt, and hopefully everybody walks away safely. And just the week before he lost his life, he was named as a field training officer, which meant he would be training new graduating officers that are coming out of the academy. That's a very big honor. That never happens to a police officer until they're usually on the force for normally 10 years. And in 3 years, David had already risen and made everybody aware of his special skill and talent of helping people. David lost his life while pursuing a 5-time convicted felon who was out on parole. He stopped him, the car didn't look right, the driver in the car didn't look right, the guy sped off and David started chasing him. David came around a blind corner, and this guy had a modified 12-gauge shotgun. David lost control of his vehicle, his patrol car, and that caused the end of his life. He was only one of 8 officers in Bakersfield who had lost their life in the line of duty. To kind of give you an idea of how important Bakersfield feels about their law enforcement people, especially David. If you ever drive up the 99 freeway going towards past Bakersfield or whatever, they built an overpass over the 99 freeway that was renamed to the Bakersfield Police Officer David J. Nelson Memorial Bridge. They also took a street over by the Academy and renamed it David Nelson Court. There's a street named after him. And to top all of that, the community and the area that he patrolled, which is the worst area of Bakersfield, the poor people of that community, when I say poor people, they didn't grow up in Burbank. They grew up living in old, dilapidated places. The kids had no place to play. It was just the slums, for lack of a better word. They raised $250,000 and bought a vacant piece of land, and the city of Bakersfield all got together and converted that piece of land into a park for the community of these poor people. Of course, fittingly, they named it Officer David J. Nelson Memorial. David epitomized the meaning of a student athlete. He was a 4-year varsity swimmer here, a 3-year varsity water polo player. If you guys don't know how tough water polo is, go out and try it. He was one of the top 3 graduating students out of this school in 2007. He was an ASB for all 4 years he was here. He was an avid basketball player, and he even played basketball with the top brass of the Bakersfield Police Department. If you go on the pool deck, as I mentioned, you will see that Burbank High put a plaque on the side wall by the office on the pool deck. That's David. And at that ceremony, they dedicated the new scoreboard for the pool and the water polo to David, even though they can't name the scoreboard David Nelson scoreboard, but it was dedicated to him, and his picture protects that pool. In 2011, David graduated from Occidental College. If you guys know Barack Obama went to Occidental College. He graduated with a degree in economics, with a minor in public policy, and he also competed collegiately in swim, water polo, and basketball at Occidental. While he was in high school, he worked for City of Burbank Parks and Recreation, in aquatics primarily. He was a cadet here with the Burbank Police Department for 4 years, and he actually coached here while he was in college as the JV water polo and swim coach. Now to get down to the award, actually. In 2018, I stood on, not this stage, but the stage similar to this, and I recognized a wonderful young woman who had all these goals and aspirations when she went to college to become a nurse. This scholarship is meant for people who want to give back, community service, public service. So that's kind of what David was, and this is what we make this scholarship about, public service. Give back, okay? And today, I stand here, and I'm going to recognize another wonderful young woman. And it's hard to talk about this, but I believe that this award this year, since I'm giving it to 2 daughters of the same family, the older daughter and then her younger daughter, the younger sibling, I think I can thank her parents. I think her parents, without their guidance, without their support, without giving them the tools and the ability to reach their goals and aspirations in life, these 2 young women would have never got this scholarship. And I don't know how many siblings from the same family get the same scholarship, but they applied and they got it, and they were I'm just amazed. I was hoping her sister would be here to present this to her today, but her sister's working because she's going to be a nurse. But I want to thank her parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mirzakani, for raising 2 exceptionally wonderful, articulate young women. Leanna, would you please come up here and get your award? And not only does she get an award, but she's going to be a part of this school for a long time because Burbank High, because of David, put together what we call a perpetual plaque, which they keep here at the high school. And if she looks real closely, she's going to see two names on here that she recognizes.
To present the next series of scholarships is Mr. Adamson, one of our wonderful counselors here at Burbank High School.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Adamson. I'm really proud to be one of the counselors here, and I'm going to announce a couple of scholarships here. The first scholarship is called the Emblem Club Scholarship, and this goes to Frank Maslick. The second scholarship is the Freshman Academic Excellence Scholarship. This is from the University of Mississippi. And this scholarship goes to Haley Johnson. Next is a group of scholarship recipients for the Jaramillo and Bourne Art Scholarship. Jaramillo and Bourne want to say thank you to all our amazing applicants for investing the time to participate in the Jaramillo Family Bourne Art Scholarship. Your stories and credentials were so impressive that our selection board had a difficult time selecting the final recipients. We doubled our gift amount to include more amazing students. Here are the recipients of the Jaramillo and Bourne Art Scholarship. First, Lilith Arakelian. Next, Caroline Bargumian. Edgar Hafanisian. Alicia Kashaki. Ani Kirekian. And finally, Leona Simonian. Next, we have the Jefferson Alumni Scholarship. Every year, Thomas Jefferson Elementary PTA awards an alumni scholarship worth $1,000 to a senior graduating from Burbank High School. This year's winner is an active participant in National Charity League, Girl Scouts, Associated Student Body, NAF Business Academy, volleyball, soccer, California Scholarship Federation, National Honor Society, Key Club, and TED Ed Club. We are happy to award the 2021 Thomas Jefferson Alumni Scholarship to Elizabeth Bowman. Oh, I'm so sorry. Isabella Bowman. I apologize. Very wrong. Okay, next I want to call to the stage Ms. Britta Maslick.
It is my honor to present the Matthew Pavelka Scholarship. On behalf of the Burbank Police Foundation Matthew Pavelka Scholarship Awards Program, I'm honored to announce the selection of Nathan R. French as the Burbank High School recipient. Nathan was chosen and his application and interview reflected an exceptional student who is assertive in his pursuit of high academics and has demonstrated his leadership qualities. We commend him on his accomplishments and achievements and wish him continued success with his educational goals. Congratulations, Nathan. I'm also honored to present the National Merit Scholarship recipient. This scholarship is based on a student scoring exceptionally on the PSAT. And this year, I'd like to present Chloe Chow for the Marsh and McClellan Company Scholarship. Next, I'd like to welcome Ms. Sharaga back to the stage.
I am pleased to announce the recipients of the Pay Yourself First Scholarship. Business Academy students understand the importance of saving and investing in their future. These students work tirelessly to improve their skills and find ways to invest in themselves. The students we selected for this honor embody these exceptional qualities. They earn top grades in every academy course, participate beyond what is expected, and inspire others to achieve greatness. Every year, they apply what they've learned through our program and take advantage of opportunities through the academy and at Burbank High School. We have two fantastic and deserving recipients this year. Please join us in congratulating these exceptional students with the Pay Yourself First Scholarship. They will both receive a $500 scholarship to use toward college expenses. So first, I'd like to congratulate Lilith Arkelian. And Alicia Kajaki. Next, I would like to present the Presidential Scholarship for Cal Lutheran University to Haley O'Leary. And next, I'd like to present the Presidential Scholarship from the University of Portland to Tyler Jenkins. And we will make sure that Tyler receives his award. So next, I would like to present the recipients of the Smallenberg Family Scholarship. They are Mahima Kodabadi, who I know is not here tonight, Liana Mirzakani, and Leona Simonian. And then I'd also like to present the Smelly Scholarship for Academic Excellence to Andres Leon. To present the Pacific University Trustee Scholarship to Jaron Flowers. Congrats, Jaron. And then the UCLA Regent Scholarship to Carmen Blanchard. I'd like to bring Ms. Barzer back up to the stage.
On behalf of the Valley University Scholarship, this is the 75th year Valley University has given scholarships. Our recipients must meet high academic standards and have had substantial community service participation. We had 2 essays this year, one dealing with the pandemic. These more personal essays have been poignant and gave us much better understanding of the student than in prior years with just the standard one. The review committee consists of myself and 3 others members, all educators, and we have all chosen Liana Mirzakani as the recipient of the Valley University Scholarship. The Westmont Presidential Scholarship goes to Andres Leon.
The doctor said not to walk on my foot, but it's okay. We're here for the awards. So I'd now like to present the Wellesley Book Award recipient. So every year, a junior is selected for their academic excellence. The Book Award program recognizes young women who have excelled and gives them the opportunity to become better acquainted with Wellesley. Young women are chosen for their intelligence, determination, motivation, and achievement. They are visible members of their schools and communities. Most importantly, however, they are academic leaders in their secondary schools. Wellesley's history is rich with women who have demonstrated excellence in the classroom and in personal achievements. And I'm very proud to present this award to Elisa Laladakis.
All right, you guys holding up? We're almost there. We have wrapped up the scholarship portion of our evening, and we're shifting over to our top 10 and then our top dog announcements. For what I'm going to do right now is read off our top 10. I'd like all of them to come up. We'll spread you out on stage and do a group shot. I want to congratulate the 84 top dogs who are students with 4.0 or higher GPAs each semester of high school. Our top 10, it is razor thin. Sometimes the difference of 5 spots for you guys in a high-performing class like this can be 1/100th of a point. So our top 10 list is as follows: Alexander Gabrishev, Ella Perkins. You can come on up when you hear your name, I apologize. Alyssa Chang, John Pagosian, Ananya Kadabagari, Megan Lacamera, excuse me, Mahima Kadavari, Alyssa Tom, Harut Jafoya, and Sean McGinn. Okay, so as I said, there are 84 top dogs this year. We're going to call you up by counselor group because of social distancing parameters and whatnot. So first, we're going to have Ms. Lopez come up to read names, and I believe she's going to be assisted by Mr. Adamson and Ms. Maslick. So if you don't hear your name in the first group, sit tight. You guys are grouped by counselor, as I said. And let's give our amazing counseling team a round of applause for all of their efforts this year. Virtual office hours and a dozen or so paint nights. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. As I call your name, please line up in the numbers that are there to separate and social distance, okay? Thank you. First, Ananya Katapagari. Alicia Chang. Chloe Chow. Sona Avanesian. Jessica Deng. Susanna Andrian. Lilith Arakalian. Ida Danish. Dennis Badoyan. Jane Shin. Erica Bilenka. Dylan Brandon. Dante Arutunian. Jacob Karimian. David Agahanian. Emma Gallagher. Alicia Kashaki Chilani. Arena Danilian. Tadej Davichian Takaba. Julie Khanna. Harrison Rothscher. Harrison Roger, sorry. Jennifer Foster. Arsen Rustamian. And Hannah Maris Camacho. Next is students in Mishra.
I'm proud to announce the following Top Dog awardees. Alyssa Tom. John Pugosian. Margaret Krikasharian. Rebecca Solomon. Casey Stott. Daniel Semezian. Lily Tertarian. Pavel Tonchev. Yana Stepanian. Jenny Stepanian. Mackenzie Sullivan. Parsa Talahakimi. Ani Peruvian. Ania Simonian. Bethany Montajes. And Tenny Panosian. Congratulations. Mrs. Maslick to read off her names.
Sean McGinn. Harutin Julfayan. Alexander Gavrishev. Alexander Gregorian. Lillian Goldman. Delaney Finnegan. Robert Bullock. Marcus Hom. Isabella Garcia. Allison Hahn. Andres Leon. Congratulations. Next, Ms. Harrison will come up and call off her top dogs.
Good evening, I'm Sydney Harrison, and I am so excited to actually see real faces, not on Zoom. So it's been a great evening. So my top dogs may please come up. Alejandro Diaz Infante. Armin Arkelian. Nazar Bogosian. Joel DeRouge. Adrian Diaz Infante. Carmen Blanchard. Natalie Cole. Elizabeth Baburian. Mina Amari. Aram Araradian. Danny Akopian. Sophia Butler. Christy Avatisian. And Andrew Kroom.
Good evening, and now for Sisorski's top dogs. Congratulations to all. We start with Mahima Kudavati, Megan Lacamera, Ella Perkins, Ethan Lutzig. Kara Lee. Madison Lee. Elizabeth Marcoux. Piper Mills. Elizabeth Kundebekian. Isaiah Marsh. Matthew Coe. Maximiliano Mendieta. Celia Levin. Kai Jun Kwan. Jennifer Nash. Haley O'Leary. Arsene Majnunian. Liliana Partida. And Stefana Powell.
All right, guys, one more time, congratulations on all of your success here at Burbank High School. Please keep us updated on your next chapter. From time to time, let us know all the great things that we know you will be up to. We will see you Friday evening at graduation. Remember, you're going to check in at 5:30 on your way out this evening. Make sure that you take a water, and then when you go out the gate and exit, we have cookies for you, and they're pretty cool looking, and they are from a former alumni and a company called Modern Bites. So make sure you take one of those for the road as well. Have a great evening. We'll see you soon. Take care.
I'm sure if you walk out there.
I don't think that's fair. I don't want water. I have I don't get it. Why would
She double checked. She was listening and she got a panic. She looked it up. She's like, oh my god, it's the right picture. Yeah, we'll get you the right pictures. Throw it in the house. No, I'm not giving them out again at graduation. You can take a look tonight this time. You've got your speech and your introduction. Yes, they know.